Currently in the US, there are many problems that we are dealing with. There's the COVID-19 pandemic, there's a looming economic crisis, there are many people that are worried about their futures. And understandably so, this has led to us forgetting about the problems of the past, even if they're occurring today. One of these is actually teenage vaping. Within the US, teenage vaping has always been a bad problem, and it's only getting worse. Personally, I can say that I've experienced vaping. My friends have. They're currently dealing with the problem. And it's just a bad problem that we need to fix. So today, I'm going to be going over the problem, causes, and solutions associated with teenage vaping within the US. So first, I'm going to be going over the problems. Why do we care about vaping? Why do we care about teenage vaping specifically? Well, I'm going to be going over the problems, which include widespread use and the damages that it can occur. So first off, widespread use. According to US News on September 30th, 2019, it was shown that 1 out of 4 teens have actually vaped before in their life, meaning that 25% of the teenage population today has vaped before. This is a startling number showing how widespread it is, how huge the problem is. Even if not all these people have become addicted, if some of these people become addicted, which is a good amount of them, which I'll show in the causes, it's actually a startling number showing just the widespreadness of it. These people have become normalized to it so much that 25% of the population has done it. So as for the damages associated with teenage vaping, according to People magazine on December 9th, 2019, 805 serious injuries occurred with teenage vaping, meaning that 805 teens were admitted to hospitals because of either a battery malfunction or because of a leakage of juice that they ingested. This huge population of new vapors has made it so that damages to the human body directly occurring are going so much higher. Anything you're ingesting into your body, you need to be careful with. And with teenage vaping, people are very, very not careful about it. So what are the causes? What is causing these problems that we're experiencing with teenage vaping? For the causes, we're going to be going over the addictive nature of how people are just constantly using vaping products. And then we're also going to be going over just the relapse nature associated with vaping, how it happens so much that when people quit, they come back to it. So first, we're going to go over addictiveness. So according to the Mortality News report on July 24th, 2020, it was reported that 3.6 million teens, that's right, million teens, are addicted to vaping. 3.6 million people alone is just a crazy number, but when you think about how they're addicted, they're constantly buying product from these people, it just shows that the vaping industry is becoming so profitable and that it's so widespread that these users are only feeding the vaping companies, which is leading to an outpouring of vape companies being able to produce more and more, causing more and more addiction. So, as for the relapse nature, according to the University of Southern Carolina on August 20th, 2020, it was reported that 1 out of 2 teens wanted to quit but couldn't because nicotine had become a part of their nature and just they became so addicted to it, meaning that it became like water, food, air. Nicotine is so addictive that it can rewire your brain to think in that manner. So this number is startling and it needs to be addressed. So we're going to be doing that with the solutions. So the solutions I'm going to be going over for the issue of teenage vaping within the US is simple. Fruit flavors getting banned, anti-vaping ads being put in place, and finally legislation and legal action taken against these vaping companies. So, according to the Amsterdam Times on September 5th, 2019, it was reported that several states such as California, such as Delaware and whatnot, have actually banned flavored vaping products from being on store shelves, meaning that flavored vapes such as, say for example, mango, strawberry, any of those flavors are being banned, and only tobacco and mint flavors are being available for people that are quitting smoking. This will help us curb the effect of teenage vaping because teenagers and kids are very attracted to fruit flavors and whatnot. So removing these will cut down vaping numbers. Second of all, anti-vaping ads. So according to the Mortality News report on November 22nd, 2019, it was actually reported that vaping usage has seen a 20% decline since the implementation of ads on SoundCloud, Spotify, different social media platforms and whatnot, and just raising awareness of that these products aren't safe just because they're vaping and that they can actually cause problems in the long run. Finally, legal action. What legal action can we take in order to combat vaping? So according to the New Jersey Law Journal on November 25th, 2019, it was shown that the New York Attorney General sued Juul for targeting teenage audiences and using very, very manipulative ad campaigns, and it actually won. So Juul had to restrict its vaping lineup. It had to reduce the flavors it offered and whatnot, and this actually caused Juul to dissolve, and Juul products can no longer be used, which in turn will lower vaping usage because Juul is such an impactful company and many people used it. So by getting rid of it, you're getting rid of a lot of new potential customers. So overall, I've argued that the US is currently still dealing with a major vaping pandemic with teenagers by arguing the problems of widespread use and damages it can cause to the body, by addressing the causes, which are addictiveness and relapse stages, and finally by talking about the solutions to these many problems, which is removing flavored vapes, putting in place anti-vaping ads, and by also taking legal action. But overall, I want to say that vaping is a huge problem, and by addressing it, we're helping our society become healthier, and we are also creating future of people being healthier. Thank you so much for your time.